The olive tree of peace. It takes only a moment of anger to build a wall, but a lifetime of wisdom to build a bridge. And sometimes, peace begins not with armies or leader, but with one brave heart willing to listen. Across the desert valley of Wadi al-Nur, where the sun blazed gold and cool night winds whispered through fig orchards, there stood two ancient villages, Al-Hayat and Al-Salam. They were separated by a river and a long history of arguments, so long that the people had forgotten how the conflict even began. Some said it was over water rights. Some said it was over land. Some said it was over pride. Whatever the reason, the two villages never spoke, never traded, and never crossed the old stone bridge between them. Children were taught, "They are not like us. Do not trust them." In the village of Al-Haya lived a 13-year-old boy named Amir. He was curious, thoughtful, and courageous in quiet ways. One evening, while sitting beside the river, he asked his grandfather, "Why do we hate the people across the bridge?" The old man sighed, his eyes soft and tired. "Because our fathers told us to, and their fathers told them. But no one remembers the reason anymore." Amir looked across the water where the village of Al-Salam glowed with lanterns like stars. "Then why don't we stop?" he asked. The grandfather smiled sadly. "Stopping is harder than starting. Walls are easier to build than bridges." Amir went silent, but a seed of resolve rooted in his heart. One spring night, a violent storm tore through the valley. Rain hammered the earth, lightning struck the mountains, and the river roared wildly. By dawn, the old stone bridge was destroyed, shattered into the river below. Both villages rushed to the banks in shock. Without the bridge, neither village could reach the olive orchards, the wells, or the medical clinic on the other side. Anger rose quickly. Leaders shouted, "They must rebuild it." "No, they caused the damage. We will never work with them." The shouting grew louder. The air filled with blame. The war of words felt ready to burst into real war. Amir watched silently, feeling pain rise in his chest. He whispered to himself, "Someone has to try peace first." That evening, while everyone argued, Amir carried a large stone to the riverbank and placed it where the first step of the old bridge once stood. A man scoffed, "What are you doing? One stone won't rebuild a bridge." Amir looked up. "No, but it's a beginning." The next morning, something unexpected happened. Across the river, a girl named Layla, the same age as Amir, came forward carrying her own stone. She placed it directly opposite Amir's. The crowd gasped. Layla called across the river, "We are tired of fighting too." Slowly, quietly, more children came forward from both sides, each carrying a stone. Then mothers came, then elders, even the leaders, humbled and silent, stepped forward. Together they rebuilt stone by stone, hand by hand, a bridge stronger than the one before. It took weeks. There were disagreements, tears, and storms, but they worked together. When the final stone was placed, the people crossed the bridge for the first time in generations. To mark the peace, Amir and Layla placed an olive tree at the center of the bridge, a symbol of hope, forgiveness, and unity. Both the villages watered as a sign of cooperation. It grew quickly. The potted plant was shifted to nearby land, watered by the hands of both villages. Under its branches, they signed a promise. No more walls, no more hatred, no more silence. We are one valley, one people, one future. Children from both villages now played together by the river. The market flourished, and peace returned like rain after a long drought. Year later, when Amir and Layla were grown, they became leaders of the United Valley. And every year on Peace Day, they brought children to the olive tree and told them, "Bridges are built not by strength, but by understanding." Peace begins when someone is brave enough to put down the first stone. Moral of the story: Peace begins with a single act of courage, kindness, or understanding, not with winning arguments. Unity grows when we build bridges, not walls.